Everything about it is appealing.
It is 8:52. That is Kelly Jackson singing No Business Like Show Business.
My best Ethel Merman impersonation.
And we are joined by Jana Scharnhorst and Larry McDonald. Jana, you are the Vice President of Marketing for the Fox Theater. And Larry, you're President of Metrotix.
Right, yes, that's correct.
It is hard to believe. When I first moved to St. Louis in around 81, 82, I remember the reopening of the Fox Theater. And it has been 35 years.
35 years on September 7th, yes. It's hard to believe, but 35 years have passed. But we're so grateful to the Strausses and the Bowden Distals who formed the original Fox Associates in 1981 to purchase and renovate the Fox, because it's hard to imagine St. Louis without it. It's such an institution in St. Louis.
I had a graduation ceremony there from one of with my degrees, and it was wonderful. But I have that memory. I was there for the Chuck Berry movie. In the 80s. And I also I remember Seinfeld being live back in the 80s before he was really big, and being at the Fox are just two of my best memories of spending time. I've been there dozens and dozens of times.
Seinfeld is coming back in October.
Yes,
I know.
he is.
I know.
Yeah.
And I will be there. I will be there as to see him again. We have a real special concert tonight.
We do. Idina Menzel is going to be with us tonight to celebrate our 35th anniversary. We think she's a perfect choice because it's a concert. It celebrates the live entertainment we've been doing for 35 years. Obviously, she has a terrific Broadway history with Rent and being the original Elphaba in Wicked on Broadway. And of course, she sang the Oscar-winning song from Frozen, Let It Go.
Yep.
35 years ago, what was, and we have the program in front of us, the first show to open after renovations was Barnum?
Yes.
Barnum, yes. Actually, I was there as a guest. I had not started working there not till 92, but it was an incredible evening. The whole city came out for that wonderful occasion, and the show was great, too. So it just opened the doors for 35 years of great entertainment.
It has been 35 years. When did the Fox originally open? I mean, as a theater?
In 1929, as a movie palace.
And Jana, I quizzed you, and you knew. I asked you, what was the first show at the Fox, and what was it?
It was Street Angel, a silent movie. When the Fox was built in 29, it was actually one of the first theaters built for what they called talkies at the time, because that was obviously the coming technology. But the first movie was a silent movie, Street Angel.
And you said they actually had live performances before and after movies back in the day?
They did. That's why the Fox had a stage. I mean, we had a 20-foot stage, a depth stage at the time, and that's because when you came to a movie in the 20s and 30s, you would see not only a movie, but performers on stage, sometimes a dance company. A lot of theaters did have their own dance companies, and now this wasn't the Fox Theater, but the original Missouri Theater across the street from us was where the Rockettes got their start. They started as the Missouri Rockets back in the 1930s and went on to Radio City Music Hall.
You are president of Metrotix, and another institution that I remember forever. If I was going to get a concert ticket back in the day or anything, it was through Metrotix.
Right, that's in 1989, actually. It's Fox Associates. We have our own ticketing company. We sell for other theaters also, the Muni, the Sheldon. We do tickets for the Art Museum, a lot of other venues across the St. Louis area.
You said when you said you were there for Barnum, but you also worked for the Fox, right?
Right, but it was before that was in 1982. I started in 92, so it had been 10 years. Actually, I was there right for the 10-year anniversary, so it's been great to celebrate for the last 25 years for my career there at the Fox.
What's in store for what's in the future? What do we have? Can you announce any?
Well,
acts coming up?
We've announced our big, our 35th anniversary season, which of course includes, The Bodyguard, On Your Feet, Hamilton coming in the spring, which is of course the talk of the town right now. We have the Book of Mormon returning next spring and Phantom of the Opera. So it's really a terrific season
and
coming up.
And Mamma Mia wrapped up. They're here in St. Louis.
They did 2 weeks ago. It was the finale of the 15-year tour.
Wow.
Was here in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, St. Louis played it more times than any other city. St. Louis really came out for that. It's a great show. It's one of my favorites, guilty pleasure.
Yes. That speaks a lot about St. Louis and the arts and what we have to offer and how people want to come here.
Absolutely. I mean, the Fox, we've done so many of the huge Broadway musicals, The Lion King, Wicked, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mamma Mia many times. And we bring them back, and the producers want to play St. Louis because audiences here are so welcoming of Broadway product on our stage. I mean, they love Broadway here in St. Louis. So, and the concerts do very well too.
I was going to say there are a number of
Right.
places to see concerts in this town, but I don't think there is a better place to see a concert than the Fox Theater.
We'll agree with you there.
Yeah, and again, that's not to say you can't enjoy concerts elsewhere, but at the Fox, there's something very special about seeing a musician in that size theater. Because of its size, it's very intimate for a lot of the acts, but it's large enough that the acts that you want to see will come and play those.
Yes.
Really special. In the last kind of 90 seconds, it's been open 35 years, but it looks still wonderful. I mean, you must have had to keep it up and keep renovating and keep building it.
Absolutely. One of the things we are most proud of is that our local ownership group, Mary Strauss and Julie and Lisa Boundistel, the daughters of Bob, who was one of the original owners, they put so much money and effort back into the theater constantly. The lobby's been renovated again. The ceiling of the auditorium underwent a huge renovation in 2013. So the front facade has been redone since the original opening in '82. So they very much keep the theater up.
Do they still give tours at the Fox?
Yes.
Okay.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
And if I remember correctly from my Show Me St. Louis days, in the back, behind the stage, don't the stars who perform there, do they still sign the walls? Or?
Kelly, you're killing me here. They do sign it, but we're at 59.
Oh, okay.
I want to thank Janice Scharnhorst and Larry McDonald from Fox Theater and Metrotix. Thank you.